In today's video, I'm going to show you a really fun drape that involves your sari, bangles, and some rubber bands. And you're not just going to wear the bangles on your wrist, you're actually going to use them in your drape. Instead of pleating the pallu, you're going to use the bangle as a fun little necklace. You're going to create that with the sari and drape it over your neck. So that's going to be the pallu. And it's just going to look like a little bit of a dress, still going to look like a sari because you're going to have the pleats in the front. It's just a fun drape to put together. So let's get started. So the first step, I've already ironed my sari. I'm going to prep my pallu, and this is a lot more fun than pleating your pallu, so it's gonna go by super fast. I'm gonna use 5 bangles. My bangle size is 2.8. I'm just letting you know that just in case your bangle size is a lot smaller, you might need 1 or 2 more bangles, depending on the look you're going for. So what I'm gonna do is kind of just space them out on my pallu, very roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you wanna space them out so that you have a little bit of space at the ends, because the ends are what you're gonna tie around your neck. So you just wanna make sure you have a little bit more fabric left. So you just wanna put the bangle underneath the sari and then kind of pull up the bangle and then place the rubber band around it. And you have your first button. And then you're just gonna repeat that for all of the other ones. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always take the time to kind of move them around. These are just regular rubber bands that you can get at the dollar store. They're used mostly for hair, but we're using them for our sari today. And if something is really looking out of place, you can always adjust later. Just don't worry about getting it exactly perfect in the first go. So once you're done, you can definitely move them around to make sure they're positioned how you like them to be. The only rule here is that you have enough on the ends to tie it around your neck. So as long as you haven't gone right to the edge on either side, you're good, and there's really no right or wrong way to do this as long as you like how this looks. So once you have your pallu prepped with your bangles, you're ready to start your drape. And so the drape starts off pretty much like any nivy drape. And then I will meet you back at the pallu. You're going to bring it around, take the pallu, or the end of the pallu that you've created here, just roughly tie it around your neck. You can fix this later. You just wanna understand how much of the sari you have left to pleat, so just tie it roughly for now. Once you've tied it, you wanna just bring the sari around. Do your front pleats like you would for a regular nivy drape. You'll just have a little bit more pleats or fabric to pleat than normal, just because you're not leaving a long pallu, but that's great. Once you've tucked in the front pleats and taken care of that part of the drape, you can now focus on straightening out the pallu. For this drape specifically, I would definitely recommend a waist chain so that you can kind of manipulate all of the fabric up front into place. If you have tassels, which all or most pallus of saris do, make sure you tuck that all in so it's nice and neat up here so you don't have little tassels poking through. And that's pretty much it. You can pretty much have it look exactly how you'd like. And then once you're happy, add a waist chain and you're good to go. I hope you enjoyed this drape. This is such a fun drape to put together when you didn't have time to pre-pleat and prep your pallu the night before. It's pretty last minute. It's also really fun to just put together these bangles and create different designs with them. Really experiment and see what kinds of different looks you can achieve. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in a future video.